yards for the season. It's the Bisons and the Buccaneers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the capital city of Columbus, Ohio. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store. As it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Bisons of Columbus. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Columbus Ball Club entering play. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bisons are on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down, run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Stroud on 3rd down now. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film as this defense had 5 sacks last week. They've got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. That one caught by Rice. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Where we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 4th down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. This one deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
3rd and 5. Jackson. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank for it. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They go play action with Jackson. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. Jackson steps away to his left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bisons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 18 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there. But they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Play action. Stroud now. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. They work now on 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Garrett Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt down.
Columbus with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Willis. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. 3rd down, it's Willis. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Willis. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Willis looking to throw it
to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now Willis on the bootleg.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal.
Willis on 3rd and goal.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Stroud off the play fake.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Now with a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Now Stroud. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. No surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
2nd down throw coming by Willis. Throw left side to Kincaid.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
A timeout here, an injured player, and that's Jalen Waddle, who seems to be in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On first down, Willis. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Right back to the air again with Willis. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4. The 4 is out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Willis with it on 3rd and 1.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
They'll run forward with Fournette. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
McCaffrey again. And that will buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they work this out past the 25.
Holding offense.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Stroud on 3rd down now. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Here's Jack Fox now
as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late-season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's the backup, Tannehill. And the pressure gets to him again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That whole line, they got to protect him. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Davis now to return it. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Joe Tryon there to make the tackle. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Willis.
Down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Osa Odighizuwa.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So he stopped for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Willis, that one caught by Rice.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Third down, it's Willis.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Let's get in the end zone, fellas.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Flowers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
That ball caught. It's Rice. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Bisons are able to widen their advantage. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
And Stroud now to throw.
James has got it. Complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Throwing now is Stroud. To the sideline and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Willis looks to pass it here.
Shoves him away, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Willis on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2nd down and 6 now from the 42.
Again, it's Fournette.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
15 yards on the play, first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw.
On the move to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on it and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And they're going to lose lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business in the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Fournette.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This defense is holding strong, but they're going to need one more stop, maybe 2 more stops. And where the ball is on the field, the offensive...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Leonard Fournette taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bisons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Just one more.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Third and 1, Stroud.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Now Willis to throw.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
2nd and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
63 yards on the ground for him so far. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Jalen Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Columbus, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.